Are your friends saying to you, you make amazing cakes and you should start a cake business? Or maybe you've already started your cake business, but you're just not making the money that you need to pay your bills. And maybe you're working too hard and you're making too many cakes and you're exhausted. I have been in all of those situations, and I've combined everything I learned from doing all of that into a 4-week course. So you can make sure that you earn enough money, have a life, and don't kill the passion for doing something that you love. Cake decorating is an extraordinary career. You get to do something that you love, you get to be creative, and you get to engage with amazing people and further your creative skills your whole career. I've been blessed enough to have a cake decorating business, and now I run the online tutorial website Learn Cake Decorating Online, and this has given me the privilege of seeing inside so many cake decorating businesses. Now I've had hundreds of students go through my Start Your Cake Business course, and I'm so proud of so many of them. Some of them have gone on to have amazingly successful businesses, and some of them, it's given them just the kick along that they needed to get their business off the ground and save them so much time. I know that I had to troll through information, I had to ask so many questions, and I had to really do the groundwork in order to get my business happening. But I've put all of that into one neat package just for you. It's a 4-week course called Start Your Cake Business, and it's comprised of 8 video modules. There's also a whole stack of webinars and interviews with other professionals to help you along your way. In those video modules, the first video module is talking about what it actually takes to be a successful business person. Sometimes we might be great at making cakes and we might be extraordinarily creative and full of ideas, but that doesn't mean that you know how to run your books. It doesn't mean that you know how to maintain the drive and stamina that you need to keep your business going. The next module, we talk about guiding questions, and this is a technique that I've used to keep me on track time and time again, and it's something I highly recommend for anyone starting any business, not just a creative business, but particularly a creative business. So you're not going to want to miss that one. The next module in the group is business basics. And in this module, we talk about research and regulation. How do you find out the regulations that govern your area? And how do you do that all important research to make sure you're targeting exactly the right customers? Now, you might be from anywhere in the world. We're based in Australia, but we've provided all the resources for the UK and the US. And our membership base, other students that you're going to get to connect with in our Facebook group, are from all over the world. I think we have people who have taken our course from over 15 different countries. So it's highly likely that you're going to find someone in there to connect with from your own country as well. We also talk about the things that we don't like to talk about, accounting and legal. And I've even brought in a friend of mine who is a copyright lawyer to get you all the nitty-gritty on copyright law and how it can affect you and your cake business. Important information that we sometimes overlook. Then we talk about marketing and targeting. This is one of my favorite subjects. I love marketing. I love figuring out how to get my business name out there, and I'm going to share all of my learnings with you. Now, when we talk about marketing and targeting, one of the biggest areas of marketing is also social media. So I go right into social media. And you want to know how I grew my Facebook page to over 100,000 people in less than a year? I'm going to let you in on a few secrets to make sure you get your Facebook page on the right track. Now, once we've covered all of that, I know one of the critical things that all cake decorators want to know is pricing. How do we price our cakes? This is one of the most hotly discussed topics in cake decorating forums that I see. Am I charging enough? Am I charging too much? Am I making money? I'm going to give you the exact formula that you need to charge your cakes correctly according to your market and your costs. Now, in our final module, we're going to talk about having a business and a life that you love, because this is your time to create a business that you want. You don't need to create a business like the job that you probably already want to leave. Many of you might be working in different areas and thinking, gosh, I'd love to be my own boss. And I can tell you that I love being my own boss, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I have learned more from running my own businesses than I could have in a lifetime of personal development classes. And I highly, highly recommend it. But there are a few key things that you need to know if you want to make sure that your business that you should love doesn't turn into a job that you hate. As well as that, I have got interviews from some of my favourite people. I've got Christina Daves, who's going to talk to you about getting PR, the all-elusive free PR that we all want. So I've got an interview with her. I've got an interview with Annabelle Drum, who is an expert in the law of attraction, and really, working on the law of attraction and creating the right mindset is critical to anyone who really wants to move forward in life. I've also got an interview with a psychologist friend of mine, Wayne Purnell, and he really talks about those self-limiting beliefs and how to really get from where you are now and into the next level and actually get over those things that might be stopping you and actually getting in the way. I've got an interview with another friend of mine, Cleve McMillian, who talks about how to differentiate yourself in a crowded marketplace. And we know how crowded cake decorating can be if you're in a big city. There seems to be so many cake decorators out there, and you might be wondering, how can I make it and how can I be different from everyone out there? Well, I'm going to tell you just how. In my 4-week course, you're going to get all of this information plus more. I've got a styling and pricing guide that you can take as a template and use for your own customers. I've given you a resources pack where you can get all of those things that you need. And I've also given you a business and marketing forms pack. So you have a guide for every piece of paperwork that you are going to need in your business. And then we have a business plan. As you work through the 4 weeks of video modules and also the additional webinars and interviews, you have every resource that you need to get your business off to a flying start. So I am telling you, you can have your cake and you can eat it too. Join me at Start Your Cake Business, hit the add to cart button, and you will have instant access to get your cake business off and away. I look forward to seeing you inside the website.